What is it about vehicles? And why do we spend hours on social media watching other people's vehicles? Why do we have such a connection to these pieces of metal with four wheels? What's up with the connection that makes me eat, sleep, and think about vehicles 24/7? I spend so much time talking about something that's just meant for transportation. In fact, every weekend I have is devoted to something car related. Why is it that my truck, out of all things, is my happy place? And it's not just me. There's lots of us who sit around the parking lot talking about our vehicles and the custom stuff we did to them. And we fast ourselves with noodles just to save our money to buy that new part or get something custom built on it. We are always comparing our vehicles and always wanting to do something better than the other guy. What seems so desirable in busting our knuckles and turning wrenches hours and hours on end? Or sitting in the rain on the side of the road trying to figure out what broke down in our vehicles? Why are we so addicted to this? And why can't we stop?
Rolling up the letter, suicidal pen letters. Gone and roll the credit, swerving in a Chevy ready to land them hollow points. I'm coming for the fetty. I hate to disappoint, just lace me down in gray and black. Low out, riding in my grandma's Cadillac. Popping Roxy's got 100 in my backpack. Full moon, so my eyes looking jet black. Just move back.
One, two.
Chevrolet today. The gator chained up in the lake. A burly fucking gaining brain. I train the pain by draining cake.
You know what I'm saying? Coming down Third Coast. Playing shit. My side to your side. Rockin' with my nigga Big Bo Bundy, that is. Let's get it. Down south, I'm tipping slow and swinging candy. We too though, like Sunday nights, you understand me. Hog the lanes, if the loss pull up, you know we fanning. Work the wheel since I was young, this how I planned it. We down south, we tipping slow and swinging candy. We too though, like Sunday nights, you understand me. Hog the lanes, if the loss pull up, you know we fanning. Work the wheel since we was young, this how we planned it.
I'm from the north side of Houston, you can hear it in my music. 24 inches on my billies, yeah, I'm cruising. Riding around on intros, killing y'all on intros. Came up so damn quick, niggas thought I had the cheat code. I'ma tell you.
Alright, welcome back to another video where today, obviously, La Tiki Tiki, as everybody started calling it now. Yeah, casi ni es La Grinch, everybody calls it La Tiki Tiki. But as you guys can see, La Grinch is looking very, very different from the video that you guys saw, or from the last video you guys saw. Got some 17 by 11s intros that my homeboy let me borrow. He wrecked his truck and he let me whip them for a little bit, and let me tell you guys, I'm fucking in love with the way this truck looks. Shit, might even ask if he wants to sell them. This thing looks so fucking sexy like this. That old school Mexican look from the 90s looks so sexy. Fucking love that shit. But today it's gonna be a kind of short video, just doing a little update on the truck. But as of now, right now, what I'm doing, I got a little bit ahead of myself just because I don't know if this was gonna be a bitch, but I'm installing the boost gauge. Got a boost gauge on it, and I already ran the line that goes all the way to the engine bay to a vacuum hose. Ran it through the dash. It comes out right there, goes all the way to the back, and then I have it teed off to the blow-off valve. So it should be a good, accurate reading. It should be accurate. But yeah, it's pretty much installed. I just don't have a drill to drill some holes to run that vacuum line through this panel here. You guys can see the vacuum hose is right there. I need to drill a hole about right there. That way I can connect it to that, and so I can run these wires and tap into one of these fuses. But yeah, there it is with a baby drop. It's a 3/4. Doesn't look bad to me. This is a perfect stance. If it was really up to me, I mean, you guys have seen my past truck. I love lower trucks, but to me this is a good stance, especially for racing. And like I said in the previous video before, the reason why I didn't want to go too low is because that pipe right there for the turbo, look how close that shit is. I already hit it over there, coming out of all this shit right here. So imagine if I would have gone a little bit lower, it would have been fucked up. Look at that, I already scraped something in there. So I'm glad I chose this small 3/5 drop. I think I scraped it coming out of here, somewhere right here. Might have been right here. Yep, right there. That shit sucks. I wish I could fix this, or I am gonna fix it one day. Probably add gravel or something, cause that's some fucked up shit. Imagine me coming home drunk as fuck. I'm gonna leave my turbo kit right there. But right now I'm installing that gauge. I'm waiting for my homeboy to reply, see if he can let me borrow his drill so I can drill that small hole. And yeah, should be good. And the truck is doing good. I've been driving it around a little bit, not too much. You know, I can't daily it just because this shit is too what you call it. It's not low key at all. It's noisy as fuck. This shit attracts attention like crazy. So, but the times I have driven it around, it's driven it perfect. So now that I got that boost gauge, I can see what I can kind of tell what the hell this shit's doing. I still need to get a better boost controller so I can get rid of this. The guy who tuned the truck said get rid of it. That's just trash. So I'm gonna go with the Turbo Smart boost controller, and I still need to do the rear end. Still need to get my Caltrax posi unit, all that good stuff, but it's getting there. I actually found some guy who's selling me some wheels at a pretty decent price, the exact same wheels, but they're 6 lugs. These are a 5 lug, but these are a 4 pattern. I had to get some adapters to make them fit. So if I do end up getting those other 6 lugs, they're gonna stick about 1/2 inch, a little bit, you know, just 1/2 inch more out. These are, you know, right now those spacers are 1 1/4 inch. The spacers that they make to adapt 5 lug to 6 lugs are the smallest ones I found were 2 inch, so they'll probably stick out just the tiniest bit more, which, I mean, it's not that much. But yeah, I guess whenever my homeboy replies, or if I find some way to make a fucking hole there, I'll come back with you guys. And yeah, I guess. Alright, well, there is the gauge. I completely forgot to fucking record, but it's ran, drilled a hole. Right now I'm about to test it, but can't remember if I showed you guys already, but I'm gonna show you again. There it is. There's the line coming through there, being teed off to the blow-off valve. It should work. What the fuck? Yeah, there it is. All nice and clean. The interior is meh. Who cares? But let's find out if this fucking gauge even works. Hell yeah. Just reading vacuum right now. Saw Gucci. She looking pretty. Yes, sir. Alright, so I think this is where I'm gonna end up the video. I know it was kind of short and kind of pointless, but that's how she's shitting. That's how she's sitting. Very fucking beautiful. Yeah, buddy. Alright, man, so catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.